All right, good morning to all of our viewers in Arkansas, Oklahoma, and in Southwest Missouri. I'm Joshua Weisel here in the Weather 225 Storm Studios. If you hear the fan going on in the background, keep in mind it is still warm out there, even though it's cooler, but also we have all these lights and stuff to make sure that the green screen and everything is working here. So it's going to run a little bit warmer in our studio, of course, just part of the job. As we make our way into this afternoon, it is going to be another warm one, but the good news is manageable temperatures. And the reason I'm saying manageable is notice upper 80s, lower to mid 90s area wide. We'll take that over 104 degrees with a heat index of 125. Certainly going to be acceptable weather compared to what we saw here over the last couple of days. The good news is yesterday was at least a little bit better. Today, kind of the same thing. We'll see that again tomorrow. And then unfortunately, we got more of that summer heat to let you know about. So that's a look at what we got today. The good news is we can make our way past the severe weather graphic, the rain chances graphic, and the rain totals graphic. It's going to be a dry day across the area. So the good news is we're not talking any sort of major rain potential or anything along the lines there. Things look dry. And then here's a look at what we got for the Foghorns morning fog outlook. So for morning commuters this morning, with some of those cooler temperatures in northwest Arkansas, it's going to be, possible, maybe southwest Missouri as well, for some areas of some patchy activity, but certainly nothing widespread. It's just when you start to see some of those areas going from the 90s and then in the morning you start to get into the 60s, that's where some pop-up development for some patchy fog could be possible, but certainly we're not expecting anything widespread. That's a look at what we got for the morning commuters, and thank you so much to Foghorns for sponsoring our channel. Be sure to support them like they support us. You can visit their locations in Fayetteville and in Springdale. Shout out to Foghorns, are an Arkansas original since 2004. It comes with the job that you have to be the bearer of bad news for some things. Unfortunately, I got to be the bearer of bad news once again. Temperatures look to be extreme once again. We'll walk you through all those details here in just minutes. If you like our media and forecast, be sure to support us today on Patreon. You can advertise with us this storm season and throughout the year. Contact us today for availability and pricing. Weather 225 since 2015. I said just minutes, but the good news is our breaks are actually not that long for these forecast segments, so it wasn't minutes. The good news is we're back. Here's a look at the extended forecast, and probably said that because I'm a little nervous to tell you about the extended forecast because, I wish I had the ability to prevent these temperatures from occurring, but it looks like Mother Nature's got some summer plans here in the near future. The extended forecast for the temperatures still trending well above average to very above the average temperature for this time of year. That's where we're starting to see not only those dark oranges, but those bright reds that are starting to show up. The other thing, too, is we still have a high risk for extreme temperatures across our coverage area coming up the 29th and the 30th. Per the Climate Prediction Center. Unfortunately, the software that we do use is not able to load those in, but take it from us. That's a big deal when you start to see those outlooks, and it means that not only do we have more hot weather on the way, it could be extreme once again. The other thing too, we're trending below average with the precipitation, so that may be a little bit of a change, and hopefully with a decrease in the precipitation chances, that also is accompanied by a decrease in the dew points, and that means that hopefully a little bit more drier heat, dry heat. It's a little bit more manageable than it is the hot and the humid conditions. It's still, not great to be outside for super long and dry heat either, but at least hopefully if we get some drier conditions, that doesn't, that means that there's not going to be 120 degree, heat index values. That was crazy the other day, right? I still can't believe that Okmulgee actually reported 120, I believe it was 125 degree heat index value. That was absurd. The good news is we're past that for now, and then that's going to continue not only today, tomorrow, also parts of Saturday for Northwest Arkansas, but not for everyone. This forecast is going to be tricky because Arkansas and Southwest Missouri, the heat's going to build back slower than it is in Oklahoma, and we'll show you that here in just a second, but we have to kind of address, we got triple digits on the board for Northwest Arkansas too, and it's pretty much Sunday and onward where we could see some triple digits in parts of the area. River Valley, same thing. The heat, it's going to build a little bit slower. It's still going to be pretty hot coming, into Saturday, but at least it's not going to be 104. but we still have 104 coming up on the 7-day forecast. So I hate to say it, but that extreme heat could be swinging in not only for a couple days next week, but it could be for a large portion of next week. Here's a look at what we got for eastern Oklahoma. Same thing. The heat is going to arrive a lot faster. It's going to build in further into Oklahoma before it makes its way a little bit further to the east in terms of how that heat's going to build in. So Oklahoma is going to see the heat a little bit faster. Here's a look at what we got for southwest Missouri. Same thing, and there will be a chance for some pop-up showers and thunderstorms. Northwest Arkansas, southwest Missouri on Friday. Not everyone's going to see that activity. Maybe a little better coverage in southwest Missouri. And in southwest Missouri, you're not going to be able to get away from these temperatures either. We got triple digits back on the way, highs of 102 Monday through Wednesday. We'll have the latest on your forecast here throughout the week. We'll get you through the summer heat and any other weather type here at Weather 225. Keep it here for the very latest here on our live streaming channel, our website, and on our social media. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for tuning in.